Just pocket change, huh?
Just some pocket change.
I like to carry this one.
That'd be crazy if this was actually 50,000.
It is, isn't it?
No, it's
What is
fake
it?
money. Okay. Hey, this is still the fake money, isn't it?
Is it really?
It's fake money. Yeah. It looks real.
Look at that.
Oh.
I drop these in airports. And then I just watch while people pick them up, and you can see who they voted for. They either laugh or they just get pissed.
Oh my gosh.
Is this really fake?
That is fake.
How are they allowed to do that?
Alex, how you doing, man? You're good? I can't hear you. Okay.
I don't know if this hat thing works.
You don't have to wear this.
Too hot.
I just want to be able to hear the people that we're interviewing. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put those on when we are actually interviewing Tyler Sassy, Brian Miller, and Jim Sochi.
Tyler Sassy's Don Sassy's son?
Yes. I'm their implementer, yeah.
Wow.
Building a better generation. Dudes,
Than Tyler?
yeah.
Than Don? Building a better generation?
No. We're 1 minute. Oh, you have a countdown on this? Okay, everybody, we are about to roll. We are about to roll. If you want to find a seat. Two-minute countdown going? Okay. 1.5 minute countdown. 1.5 minute countdown. Am I going to be able to see on that screen who is on? Okay. Let me know when people start popping on. You're going to want to talk a little louder.
Like, at your level?
Well,
We are here today.
there's no microphone to them. There's no microphone to them.
Anyone who's listening online is going to be bleeding in their ear. Like, will it distort?
So I don't think it's going to distort, but I'm looking at maybe. Is there an issue if I'm talking loud to this audience here? Is there an issue of me talking too loud in this? Okay. Okay. How many seconds? 22 seconds. 22 seconds.
This better be good. Don't worry. If you don't win the Corvette, we'll send you 100 of these.
Oh, we can't touch the wall because they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there.
I don't understand how this is not illegal.
It looks so good.
I feel like you could probably spend that. But that's probably fraud.
Yeah, we're ready.
I have no script.
Hey, hey everybody, welcome to the Titus Talent 10,000 Achievements Challenge. My partner in crime, Jonathan Reynolds, CEO of Titus Talent. Dude, thank you for joining me.
It's good to be here.
We are going to have a blast.
For this for months.
We're actually going to give away a Corvette.
Come on, baby.
Or they can choose $50,000.
What would you pick?
I would definitely pick the Corvette.
I figured.
What would you pick?
I'd probably go with the 50 grand.
The 50.
And then I'd buy somebody a Corvette with it.
Oh, that's really generous of you. I was thinking about myself. Hey, we have a bunch of people out here and we have a bunch of people online, and I want to get to this. Jonathan, you were the national title sponsor of this whole thing for 5 months. Your team has been nominating people, but our missions align. So I just want you to take a minute to explain who is Titus Talent, and what is the why behind, why did you want to get behind this thing? Because you guys get asked to get behind a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, when you, where am I looking? Am I looking online?
Yeah, you can look there. You can look there, or you can look at me.
I'll do one eye to you and one eye there.
All right, sweet.
And to everyone who's online, there's a big crowd of people here in the room as well, which is really exciting. To be live and live online. But when you told me about this thing, I was like, yes, I'm excited because I love celebration. I love recognizing people, and it takes such a discipline to do that. Mm-hmm. And in the busyness of life, sometimes we need something to remind us to sit down, slow down, think, and appreciate and value and honor the people around us who are doing so. It reminded me of a pandemic. There was this TV online show called Some Good News, and it was John Krasinski just talking about great things that are going on, and it just lifted everyone's spirits. And it was this exciting thing every week when it came out, and I'm like, yeah, I can get behind this because I love the pause, stop, acknowledge, and celebrate people. So it was a privilege to get behind it and all the way. So
just so all of you know, Jonathan Reynolds founded Titus Talent, and you have a mission. You have a 10-year target. Yeah. And I don't, is it how many million?
Well, we just thought it'd be kind of cool to pick a number of impacts. So we chose by 2030, we want to have given $30 million to transform people's lives for greater good. So in and through our team members, into the communities we serve, and then beyond.
So for a living, what I do is I help businesses create vision, and he is one of the most visionary leaders that I know, but he uses his visionary skill to impact other people. And you created a target around giving to others. And I'm just going to say, like, this guy is the real deal. I get a text message. I had been looking for a couple years to do a missions trip with my daughter. I've taken all of my kids on a trip, and I'm like, I want to do something. And Maya picked a missions trip, and she was in construction at the time. And I'm like, I couldn't find like the right missions trip. And so I kind of just gave it to the Lord. And I'm like, I guess we're going to have to find something else to do. And then I get this text message from Jonathan, and how long have you been a part of Homes of Hope?
I don't know. I've been last 6 years. Maybe?
So 6 years. So 2 years ago, I get a text message, and he's like, hey, I want to take you and one of your kids on a missions trip. It was his executive team, and he had a handful of other people he was inviting, and he invited us, and he paid for my flight, my daughter's flight, paid for a hotel, paid for transportation, and paid for like 50 of us to build 2 homes in Ensenada, Mexico. And that is part of the massive impact. I was there at the site. We built the home, and we watched the keys get handed over to this amazing family, and we advanced like that family's life financially. They said it was like 10 years because of the impact. So not only would we build a house, 2 of them, they filled the house with furniture and toys and everything. It was all part of this impact. And you said something to me, I don't know when it was, but you're like, you know, as a corporation, we could do things to like sponsor sending people to ball games and entertaining our clients in just the normal way of doing it. And I just want to thank you for standing out as a visionary to have impact way freaking beyond yourself. And that's exactly what this whole challenge was about. Yeah, Scooby, say thank you. That's awesome.
That's cool.
So thank you for being a part of this, but thank you for living your life on mission for something bigger than yourself.
It's a privilege. It's not our money, right? It's just good stewards and good resource managers.
Yeah,
so.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I want to check my time here because we have a couple more things. Jonathan, tell me, what is it that Titus Talent does? Just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah.
And where is the organization at?
Cool. We're about to celebrate our 10th anniversary on January 3rd of this coming year. So a few weeks away, 10 years, and lots of impact. We serve over 1,000 companies across the US and North America with talent strategy. So how to create high performing teams, how to get the right team members into the right seats in your organization, get those team members working together, optimum performance, optimum cohesion, like optimizing your team. So team and culture, get the right people in and get them making the right impact. So we serve these companies and it's really cool. Most of our clients are under small to mid-sized businesses under 1,000 employees, and it's a real privilege to come alongside, not as a vendor, but as a talent strategy partner and help them make a massive impact. And so, we love doing what we do. Our team are across the country in, 20, 30 different states, so 100% mobile or remote. It's been an amazing journey. I think in the last 5 years, we've recruited and placed over 5,500 people. They're making a massive impact in company. We love doing it. So.
Awesome. Thank you. So this challenge here, we're going to announce some things, but we're going to hear it about how much time do I have here? In about six minutes yet? Is that what I have? Tyler's ready? Oh, cool. I think we roll. Good. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, my man?
Good. Justin, what's happening?
Dude, I can hear him. If we can get him up a little bit more.
How's that?
Can you out here?
I'll actually act out what Tyler's saying. It's going to be an interpretive dance, though. Okay.
You want to do the sign language?
Yeah, you'll do the sign language. So Tyler Sassy is the founder of Western. Oh, there's a delay. There's going to be a delay, people. So you just pay attention to that sound there, and I'm just going to have a conversation with Tyler Sassy. That's going to work. So Tyler, I nominated you because you are a world changer, and it has been an extreme honor to serve you as your EOS implementer, and I've watched you. But I want the world to kind of hear a little bit about what is Western Welding. What's the impact that you're having? How long ago did you start it? But let me just first say, like, salt of the earth guy, he is also reminds me of Jonathan. He is on a mission to build a better generation, and he means every word that he says. So Tyler, thank you for being you, my friend. And tell us a little bit about what is Western Welding?
Yeah, no, thank you, Justin. I really appreciate it. The kind words, I'll tell you. You know, Western Welding Academy is on a mission to build a better generation. We recognize some of the demographic issues that are happening all across the world, and manufacturing is coming back. It's coming back to America. And the big pinch point that really happens is there's not enough blue collar skilled craftsmen to fulfill this as we build out these manufacturing plants. And so we're on a mission to build a better generation of youth here in good old US of A. And I couldn't thank you enough for helping us along this journey. This has just been incredible. So,
and how many students? When did you start it? And how many students do you serve on an annual basis?
We started 5 years ago, and today is our fifth company Christmas. So I'm super excited. And you know, this year we're coming across the finish line at just over 500, and we're on a 20-year mission to graduate 100,000 students. So, you know, it seems like a BHAG. We want to, you know, we call it the blue collar revolution. We want to change the way people think about blue collar and make as big an impact as we can.
Dude, I love it. And I know you're having huge impact. I wish people could actually go to Gillette, Wyoming and see what you're building, what you're doing. It is, he's actually had to build a housing area so that he could fit more students in, because Gillette, Wyoming is not that big of a town. So it like literally he's adding housing just to bring students in.
That's so cool.
It's super cool. Tyler, what's the power of, like, how do you celebrate? How do you recognize, because I know you guys do this pretty well. How do you recognize these students that come in to be nominated? Like, how do you recognize them to get their license or their certification? But how do you encourage them?
Yeah, well, I think as a young person or just any person in the States, we all have this. The only thing that really separates us as any human from achieving our goal is belief, right? And a bunch of hard work. And so a lot of these young people, it's often they don't believe that they can achieve the level of greatness that they're 100% capable of. And so we use social media after they come and they graduate and they get out there in the field and they're crushing it and they're making all kinds of money. We ask them to fill out a survey and we post all those success stories on social media, and it's been phenomenal, because I think it's you want to recognize people. They worked hard to hit that goal. They've worked really, really hard, and if you don't recognize them and you don't assist in that process, I mean, it's just so amazing to see, and it's so healthy for our teams too. All of our people, when they see what the massive impact that we're having, it's just incredible. So we were able to nominate some folks with this 10,000 Achievements Challenge, and I really appreciate you putting this on, and Jonathan, sponsoring this. This is amazing. Really, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. We're going to get into some more nominations, some more interviews with some folks. Tyler, thank you. I just want to say thank you for doing what you're doing. And you have this blue collar tour, and I know that you guys give away, like, what's the prize that you guys give away? Like, I know if I become, like, I forget what you call it, but there's a certain welder, if they get to a certain level, what do they get?
What you're probably talking about is our hand status. It's our highest achievers. Our blue collar tour that kicks off January 20th. That'll be coast to coast. We hold these events that are just amazing. It's really inspiring to be somebody in high school. We go to high schools all across the country, and millions of people, get to see that and be a part of that. And it's one of the most powerful events that we do. We run it kind of like a rock band tour bus. And at the end of the day, we want to change the way people think. A lot of these blue collar folks are making a killing with very little time, invested in it. And so, that's our mission, is to build a better generation. And that starts with really educating people and talking about, what their options are. And so that's that blue collar tour. We're pretty excited. That's about to kick off.
Yeah, it's awesome. Jordan, what kind of timeline do I have before I have 5 more minutes? Okay. Tyler, you're awesome. Thank you. Dude, I hope you win this Corvette, but there's a lot of other people that I'm hoping win it too. So good luck to you.
Well, good luck to everybody.
Who are you most hoping is going to win it? That's what I want to know. You can't say, I hope you win it, but I hope other people win it too. You can't share it.
Yeah. No. I'm not going to say who I'm hoping is going to win this thing. Okay, Tyler, thank you so much. We have our next guest on, Mr. Brian Miller. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. So let me just explain to everybody. Brian Miller was nominated by Jim Sochi. Jim Sochi is an implementer friend of mine, and he nominated Brian. And this has been super unique. Like, Brian, you've been a teacher for how long?
This is my 21st year.
21st year teaching, and you're also this, like, national global athlete. You're competing in the world championship for the High Rocks in Washington, D.C. So I just, I'm just explaining that Brian is I'm not going to say he's normal, but he's a dad, he's a teacher, he's an athlete. And yet, what did it feel like? You got this nomination. What did it feel like?
I think it was like when Jim nominated me, and if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind reading what he wrote to me. But
dude, I would love it.
He wrote this. I hope I don't embarrass him, but he said, Brian, Your courage to be the best version of yourself is inspiring. Thank you for chasing your world championship and making sure your life and the lives of others do not go unfinished. This award is in recognition and celebration of you. And when Jim wrote that to me, it came out of Jim and I have been, really good friends for a long time. And we always have breakfast every month, and it came out of a conversation that we had, which I can get to later. But basically, it validated the journey that I'm on more recently again, to be the best version of myself and to inspire others to be the champions God created them to be. And when I got that, it was just almost like another, and I'm not no problem saying, but I'm a Christian, and I believe that God speaks through people, and I think God spoke through Jim and through this challenge as just another way of just encouraging. And I think that's one of the best way God can encourage people, is just through other people, and just this challenge, and just going out there and just recognizing people, because sometimes we doubt ourselves. We doubt ourselves 100 times more than anybody else does. And
if we can just slow down and listen, like what Jim did, he was thinking about you, and just recognize, like, hey, this guy is going after it. That's so cool. So tell me, Brian, tell me a little bit about High Rocks. I want people to know, this is, just so everybody knows, Brian reached out to me and he said, hey, dude, I want to learn more. Like, what is going on with this? I just feel led to connect with you. And so you're going to Washington, D.C., you're competing in the world championship at High Rocks. And then what's so cool is, like, he just came and said, I want to represent Success Love Discipline brand at the national, at the world championship. So tell everybody a little bit about what is High Rocks, and what do you do to train for it? And then tell us a little bit about this unfinished business.
Just to correct you, it's the North American Championship in Washington, D.C., but it's pretty big.
I think it's global.
But
I think it's the World
big.
Championships. I'm just going to keep it with World Championships.
But that's the next step. But North American Championships is pretty big. So, but anyway, it's a fitness race. It's called the World Series of Fitness Racing. It's become really, really popular. And basically, it is 1 kilometer of running 8 times, and then in between is 8 fitness stations. And you're basically doing about 5 miles over the whole course. But and you run it as fast as you can, obviously. The best in the world can do it in around an hour, between an hour 15, in that range.
And what are the types of challenges? Like, what are the types of things in between?
Like
so
hot dog eating?
The first fitness station is 1,000 meters ski erg. The second one is 50-meter sled push, anywhere from 330 to 440 pounds. Sled pull is station 3. Station 4 is burpee broad jumps, 80 meters. Station 5 is 1,000-meter rowing. Station 6 is 200-meter farmer's carry. The pro division is 70 pounds each. Sandbag lunges, which is around 70 pounds on your back with 100 meters. And which is a little over a football field. And then you finish after your legs are blown up and you've run another 1 kilometer. You do 100 wall balls, which are 20 pounds each.
What's a wall ball? Like, what's a
wall ball? Is basically when you go down to basically a squat below parallel. You come up and you hit a target that's 10 feet in the air. And you catch it and rinse, repeat.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
I would not. No, that's not for me.
It's a little heavier than a basketball.
So you told me a story where you said you were 2 minutes behind Lance Armstrong in one of these races or something like that. What was that?
Well, in my first race in New York City, I didn't know it at the time. But I found out just through the grapevine, it's funny, you're training for things and you don't even realize it. But I found out that Lance Armstrong was going to be out the same race that I was competing in. I don't even know when he raced, what his start time was. But anyway, long story short, he finished it was his first race too. And he finished an hour and 12 minutes, and I was around 1:14. So
So you were 2 minutes behind Lance Armstrong. Was he on drugs then, or were you?
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
No, I'm not.
no, I don't know if we can say that, but
HR, do you have that here?
That is amazing. That's super fun. How many people compete in this? Like, you're going to Washington, D.C. How many people will be there? How many will you be competing against?
there'll be thousands of people there. Now I'm trying to compete against other people in my age group, but I also try to do as good as I can overall as well. Now, my ultimate goal is to win the world championship in my age group, which would be an amazing feat for myself. But when I say this is hard, like I'm not just competing against guys from America. I'm competing like the best from Canada, the best from Spain, France.
British people. I bet British people probably, that'd be tough.
Yeah, they're big into it as well. It's a big.
So I want to interrupt you. I want you to tell me about this unfinished, because what you're called to and what I'm doing, they're so aligned. But help me understand this unfinished thing.
All right, so I'll give you the quick story here because I know we don't have a lot of time.
Jim is up in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'll give you the 3-minute version. So basically, Jim and I do breakfasts every month, and so we're sitting at breakfast, and this is before I even decided to do high rocks. And I was just looking at it, thinking about it. I've done competitions all my life. I was in martial arts for a long time. I got to the highest level, tore my ACL, and I always wanted to become a professional MMA fighter. Never happened. I pivoted, got my teaching certification. Rest is history. Then later in life, I took a shot at Spartan race. I was in the Spartan race world championships a couple years. I got second place in a national race. I got pretty high level in that.
Yeah.
Never got to the highest though. I always felt like I could do it, but it's whatever. Then COVID hit 2020, and that kind of put a wind in my sails. And I'm telling this to Jim at a breakfast, and I'm like, and I'm watching the Super Bowl recently. It was in February, and I'm like, I just can identify with guys like Patrick Mahomes and, Jordan and some of these guys from our generation. And I just know, I just feel it deep down. I could do something great. And I'm 49 years old, but that doesn't mean I still can't be the best that God created me to be, and I'm telling him all this stuff, and he's sitting there and he's listening, and he takes one of these little napkin holder, little pieces of paper. And I'm like watching, I'm like, what the heck is he doing? He takes the pen out and he's writing something on it. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing? And he turns it around, faces it towards me. And he goes, and on it said, unfinished, find your world championship. And that hit me. And I'm like,
yeah, dude.
He goes, you're not done. He goes, you're just unfinished. And that's when unfinished was born. And the idea started to morph into this idea that now it's like I'm on this journey to go out there and finish and show people what I can do. And I can actually maybe accomplish this with God's help. And if I can do this, I'm hoping to inspire and teach other people to become the champions God created them to be along the way. Because,
dude, I love
so many people, and listen, I'm almost 50 years old. I'll give you the last 30 seconds here. It'd be easy for me to coast, just, collect my teacher's pension in a few years, all that. But you know what? God's created me to be more than that. And I just feel I just feel like people need to know that. There's so many people out there are unfinished.
We're unfinished, and we just got to keep taking steps.
Yeah,
I freaking love it.
Most people who are unfinished are in the graveyard, man. The best ideas are just never developed. And just people have so many things inside them that they just need to come out, and they just need people to show them that what can happen, and that's why I'm on this journey. And I'm hoping that I can inspire people to show them and teach them and hopefully show them that it's possible.
Brian, I love it. And we're 100% behind you. I can't wait to get there in March to see you compete in Washington, D.C. But Jim is on the line, so I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to say the same thing I said to Tyler. I hope you win, man.
All right, man.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you. Mr. Jim Sochi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Wow. That was quite an introduction. Thanks, Brian.
What's super cool is I've got, we just had a conversation with one of the people that you nominated. So everybody knows Jim Sochi and I are EOS implementers. And I called Jim several months ago and I told him what we were doing. And Jim, you said yes to this. So first, just why did you say yes to joining us in this challenge?
Well, really because it was an alignment of personal mission and purpose, and this is something that as an EOS implementer, I think long and hard about in terms of like, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? I look at this for my family level. And I always, kind of boiled it down to this, is that I want to inspire ordinary people to do extraordinary things. And that's as simple as I can say it. So for me, looking at this challenge, what I would say the biggest takeaway is that the truth is that there's extraordinary things happening all the time. But we're mostly too busy. We miss them. We miss half of them. And then if we do have by chance remember it, what do we do to memorialize it? What do we do to celebrate it with people? So when you presented this, I was like, wow, like 90% of the work is done with this challenge. I just need to take a little bit of focus off myself and look around and see what's happening in the world.
Yeah, dude. And I disagree. You say that we did 90% of it, but here's the truth. I know, Jonathan knows 90% of the impact is the fact that you took the time. Jim nominated 50 people. He paid $100 50 times to tell people they matter. And you wrote these authentic notes, and you've sent me a handful of like the responses of the love that was felt from some of these people. We have like 2 minutes, Jim. So just give me, what was a highlight for you? When you look back on your journey with us?
Okay, well, you prepared me for this, so I can't give you one. But I'm not going to be specific, but I went through and just did a little inventory. All right. So what I wrote down is my brother celebrated 15 years of sobriety. I shouted him out for that.
Yes.
My 18-year-old cousin went through a traumatic experience in the military. I got to, be there to support him. I got to say thank you in a real special way to my stepfather, who's been a special friend for 42 years of friendship.
I remember you sent that to me. That was amazing. His words to you was amazing.
Yeah. I encouraged several of my peers in my business networking groups. I expressed gratitude for someone who organized a special retreat for my son and I. I reconnected with several old friends that I never really told them about the impact they had in my life. And this is just like, I know that the words success loves discipline would just pierce their soul. And that's the other thing about it was really cool. Brian and I we went to one of these High Rocks events together, right, in Toronto. And we're wearing, we're representing the brand. And people would stop and look at us and stare at this logo, Success Loves Discipline. It just says so much. So like that resonates so well with people. So that was awesome. Another highlight. I started, believe it or not, mending some broken relationships in my family. I mean, there is some really cool stuff. I mean, I had my teammates, people that I'm working with on a day-to-day basis, my clients celebrating their success. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But getting those responses back from them, and them then nominating other people was like, wow, the ripple effect of this.
So huge.
Yeah. So thank you, Justin, because I know you went out on a limb to go out and fulfill your vision and your dream.
We went way out on a limb.
And I am so grateful for it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So thank you.
I love it, dude. There's some background noise, so I can't tell if someone's doing squat rack and they're slamming it against, or if that's me or if that's you, but
it's not you.
It's not me. I'm not doing any squats.
Good. Maybe Brian went for a workout.
That's awesome. Jim, thank you so much, man. We're going to do some nominations. We're going to get this thing rolling. Okay, everybody here, and Alex, you can bring me down. It's super hot. Hey, everybody. We are going to roll. I'm going to nominate some people. Thank you for being patient with us. We have some names that we're going to draw out. We're going to do 5 daily prizes right now. And so I'm looking at the screen to find out what I'm doing. 10. Yeah, we had 10, 9, 8. Just telling me when they're going to give me names.
Oh,
so this is all digital. So I'm not drawing anything out. It's part of the system. If Jonathan's team members win, it's part of the plan. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not rigged. It is not rigged.
Okay, so for 5 daily prizes, we have Sarah D. We have JBB. We've got Tyler H., Kevin M., and Tony C. for daily prize winning. This is the last set of daily prize winners. And now we have going to be 2 or 5 holiday prizes in 1 minute. Waiting for the computer to tell us.
Wait, they get to go on a holiday?
They are going to go on a all paid holiday from us. No, it's just these are holiday prizes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a different way of saying it.
Different way of saying it. Yes.
An all-inclusive holiday prize.
It's an all-inclusive holiday prize from Jonathan Reynolds. He's going to send you somewhere. We have no idea.
Whatever they win, it's all included.
It's all whatever they win, they get to keep all of it.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. 5 holiday prizes. Number 1. Can you read that?
Yeah. Ali M. Hayden C. Derek K. Logan L. and Kristen V.
Congratulations for being the holiday prize winners.
I know 2 of those.
You do know 2 of
Yeah.
them? Let's go. That's fun for the holiday prize winners. And now we're going to give away 2 weekly drawings. This is some sweet swag. I love these sweatshirts. You've got this success embroidered sweatshirt. I think, do they get a hat? They get a hat. They get a journal, a pen. Yeah, they get to write with something. It's kind of fun. Okay, so for the 2 weekly prize winners, you got this one, boss?
Oh, yeah. If they're easy names, I'll do it. Paul C. Ed G. I know who Paul C is. I know a Paul C.
Did that just happen? Paul's here?
No, he's not here.
Oh, he's not here. You know that guy?
I got to guess. Yeah.
You got to guess.
I got to guess.
That's sweet.
I think I
Now,
nominated him.
The monthly, drawing 1 monthly prize. And this is a check for how much? $250. Let's go. That's kind of fun. Oh, and they get a T-shirt and a hat. Thank you, Jordan.
Hey,
that was
we'll
helpful.
throw in a pen as well.
Yeah, do they get a pen? I hope they get.
I don't want them to feel like they missed out on a
sticker.
pen.
The sticker's amazing.
$250, but no pen.
Yeah,
give them a pen.
I think I'm actually going to write a book. The book is going to be Success Loves Discipline, and that will be the front cover and the back cover, and then that will be the book. Just read the book.
There you go.
Okay, we have
counting down.
Counting down. 2, 1. Draw 1 monthly prize, and the winner is 2. Oh, this is weekly? 2 weekly. Nicole H.
That's it.
Oh, that's
Just
it.
one.
I thought you said 2.
No, they were just telling
Is
you
there
2
not 2?
seconds, 2 minutes, 2 prizes.
I messed
She
up,
gets
everybody.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
And a pen. Give her a pen as well.
And now we have a quarterly. This is a quarterly. Now this is a little bit bigger deal. This is you get a little bit of cash here. This is a $2,500 winner, and we're gonna be doing this whenever that screen tells me we're gonna do this. But what would you do with $2,500?
Well,
we have 6 seconds. We did 3 of these
3.
quarterly prize winners.
2.
$2,500.
1.
The winner is Krista K.
Wait, how do they
Krista
know?
K.
Does it alert
quarterly.
them? Like,
I have no idea. If she's not
Zaps.
watching, then maybe we give it to somebody else. I'm totally kidding. We're not going to give it to somebody else.
it zaps their Apple Watch and they're like,
Maybe.
they get alerted.
Let
that they
them know.
won? Okay.
Now, hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is going to be the deal. We are giving away a Corvette, or they get to choose $50,000. Either way, they're going to be the big winner after 5 months of
I'm
nominations.
so excited.
5 months of waiting. It's finally here. We're going to make it happen.
We can see the Corvette. It's out there.
These
right?
people are getting ready to make some noise and do this. They're going to make sure that it happens. I'm looking at the screen. I'm going to do the countdown. You're going to read the name.
No,
you're blowing. You're blowing that thing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 0. Hey, we have a winner, and it is Katie H. Congratulations, Katie H. You're the winner of the Corvette or the $50,000. Congratulations. Well done for whatever you were nominated for. You are loved. You are appreciated. And the 10,000 Achievements Challenge is, and it's still going. We're still winning. And we're winning. That's a wrap, everybody. So much fun. 10,000 Achievements Challenge. So many lives impacted. Jonathan, thank you for being a partner. Thank you for sponsoring this thing.
Excited.
Someone just got a Corvette. This is crazy. I freaking love it.
I love it. So good. Wait.